Hey guys, I was tagged by TheHossUSMC and he wants to know what my best SHTF skill is. As you can see on my desk here, I've got a lot of medical gear. I was a combat lifesaver in the Army. I did that for nearly 13 years out of the 15 years that I was in the Army. And I definitely have to say that's my best skill. It would definitely come in handy during an SHTF situation or any life-threatening scenario that you might come across. I'm also really good at being the guy that can get just about anything. During my service, I was the go-to guy. They used to call me the gopher because I could go for anything and get just about anything. I could, trade or borrow. And we don't say steal, we say acquire. I never stole anything. I acquired a few things. As some of you have known that are in the, or were in the military, that you can't always get everything that you need from supply or from your motor pool mechanics. A lot of things have to be on order. But, somebody may have what you need, be it a part for a tank or your Humvee, or whether it may be medical supplies, notebooks, cleaning kits, whatever. And I was always able to talk people in to let me borrow stuff or just outright give it to me, or I would trade them for something that we had and they didn't. So that's the kind of thing that I would do in the Army, and I was known for that. So I think that's a pretty important skill that would come into play in an SHTF where stuff is unavailable or is scarce. So yeah, being a combat medic, or not a combat medic, I'm sorry, a combat lifesaver. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it was a stopgap measure that the Army instituted a long time ago because there are only so many medics and combat medics and doctors. And in a combat situation, your doctors and combat medics are going to be busy. So what a combat lifesaver is the guy that can stop his job and under fire or under extreme stress, do first aid and advanced first aid until a medic or a combat medic can get to your wounded soldier that you're treating. And I did that for most of the time that I was in the Army. I got really good at it. We had to be certified every year. It includes all kinds of different tasks and different techniques for life-saving, so it was great. I was on a quick reactionary force. We trained at it. You would be doing your job, and mine was a stinger gunner, and they would let you know out of the blue, hey, somebody's hurt, somebody got wounded, and you have to stop what you're doing, and a group of guys come together as a quick reactionary force to help the wounded. That being setting IVs, getting a litter together and taking them to a vehicle correctly so they don't get hurt worse, so they can get them to the medic station or the MASH station or whatever, so they can get their surgery or any life-saving things that they need to have done to save their life. So that's what the combat lifesaver did. And I think that's my biggest asset as far as what could be used in an SHTF. That, along with me being able to get just about anything, either by trading, borrowing, acquiring, or I can even make a lot of things. So, I have a fully stocked shop out in the garage, and I do make a lot of stuff. Most of it is artistic, but I can make other things like tools and you know, more primitive, not anything really professionally made, but I can make some tools. I can make knives, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, those are my SHTF skills. And thank you, TheHossUSMC, for tagging me. And again, like my last tag video, I will tag a few more people for this tag, and I will put it down in the description box. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this satisfies the tag. Talk to you guys later. Armor Steer 150.